Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore all these points we can make here. So every points we can get depending on the field current. So if we have these points, in experiment also we have this experiment in our curriculum. So you can get all these points for separately excited generator, and then we can connect them with a mean line. May not pass through all the points, but that should be a mean curved line, and that will be our OCC. Yes. Any more question? Okay. Anyway, so this is the open circuit characteristics. This is not external characteristics. External characteristics is basically the plot of the terminal voltage of the machine, voltage that you will get at the terminal, that you can measure. Okay, like the expression, what is that expression of terminal voltage? Anyone? For a generator, what is the expression of terminal voltage? Suppose I am taking a shunt generator only. So this is the generator, and these are the armature terminals, and we have some field resistance connected with that. Okay, so this is the configuration we have already seen many times. Okay, and this is the voltage at the terminal. Okay, and this is the field coil, shunt field coil. So if I ask you what is the expression of VT for a DC shunt generator, what will be your answer? Or for any machine, not only for DC shunt.
So EA minus
EA minus
IARA.
what is RA?
Armature resistance.
Armature resistance. That means some resistance
Armature
is there. Some resistance is there. Okay, some resistance is there. That is the RA. And EA is within the machine itself. It is very difficult in the load, at the loaded condition, to measure the EA. But how then we are plotting, we are measuring EA for open circuit characteristics, because EA is there within the machine. At the terminal, how we can get EA? What will be your answer? It's very simple question, but I have also mentioned in the previous class, in some previous class. Okay, so EA is there basically, which is developed inside the machine. But when you are measuring at the terminal, how we can get EA? But EA is required for the open circuit characteristics, isn't it? For OCC, only EA is required, not VT. VT is required for external characteristics, because external characteristics is nothing but VT versus load current. Load current is this one, and this is the field current. Okay, got my question? কেউ বলতে পারবে?
স্যার নিউমেরিক্যালি বার করতে পারি তো P5 Z by A দিয়ে।
অত ভ্যালুই তোমার কাছে নেই, তুমি তো মেশিন, তোমার কাছে মেশিনটা, you have the machine kept in front of you at the floor, and you can access some voltage, you can run the volt, or you can access some, you can give some prime mover power to that to generate some voltage. That's all. You don't have any knowledge of that armature resistance, this armature number of conductors, parallel paths. Okay, etc. That information you don't have. And we didn't require that when we drew this particular characteristics, open circuit characteristic. We didn't require that. But how did we drew this characteristics? Open circuit characteristics. কি করে আমরা এঁকেছিলাম? কে বলতে পারবে না?
স্যার মেশিনটা ফুল লোডে রান করাবো, তারপরে তার ভোল্টমিটার অ্যাক্রস রেজিস্ট্যান্সটা মাপবো, তখন
কার অ্যাক্রসে মাপবে?
মানে ওই আর্মেচারের অ্যাক্রসে ভোল্টমিটার দিয়ে মাপবো, তখন
ভোল্টামিটার বলে হয় না, ভোল্টামিটার না, ভোল্টমিটার।
হ্যাঁ ভোল্টমিটার, হ্যাঁ সরি ভোল্টমিটার।
ফুল লোডে রান করালে তো তোমার ভিটি আসবে আর্মেচার অ্যাক্রসে মাপলে। তাই না? তুমি যদি ফুল লোডে রান করাও তোমার তো ভিটি আসবে। এটা তো মেশিনের মধ্যে যেটা তৈরি
Okay,
হবে।
sir. So we can make IA 0 by no load.
Correct. So that only we did, na? That was therefore it was called the open circuit characteristics.
Yes,
We
yes,
kept
yes.
the circuit open. So if the circuit open, if IA is 0, then only we can say that EA equals to VT. Now we can measure VT only because we have access to VT only. At the terminal only we can some access. Inside we don't have any access, isn't it? Because that is a rotating. Got my point? So therefore we can't measure EA. We can measure only VT. But you have to establish a condition where your VT is equals to EA, and that condition is given by the no load or open circuit. So therefore, at the open circuit condition, we get EA only, not the loaded voltage. Okay, but for external characteristics, we need the terminal voltage for loaded condition, as I have shown in this figure. Okay, so you have some load, so therefore we have some outward current. So we have some load connected here. The load is basically the resistive load because it's a DC. Okay, and if we see what should be the characteristics as per the expression. Anyone? So if I plot IL and VT, what kind of characteristics I should get? So VT equals to EA minus, what is IA? IA, what is IA? How we can express that in terms of this thing? Isn't it? So if we apply KCL at that point, so the armature current is for generator. Armature current is basically the load current plus the field current, isn't it? So this is how we can represent it. Okay, understood. So for the time being, if we consider this IFRA is constant, though it is not a constant, I will explain why. So for the time being, if I consider that IFRA is a constant, okay, EA is also constant, then what should be the voltage characteristics? Sorry, what should be the characteristics? Quickly tell me. Anyone?
স্যার লিনিয়ার হবে, ইএ প্লাস আইএফআরএ থেকে শুরু হবে আর
So
0, হ্যাঁ
it will be just a drooping characteristic, straight line, drooping straight line, because the drop will be added. But for a DC machine, basically, especially for shunt DC machine, it will not be a straight line for different reason. So that I will discuss. Okay, as per the expression I have written here, if your IF RA is constant, then it must be a straight line. But I have assumed two things. This EA is constant, IF RA is constant. But you just tell me whether they are constant at all. ওইগুলো কি constant নাকি variable? If they are variable, if they vary with the load current, so we cannot draw this straight line. The straight, it will deviate from the straight line. The first thing that you have to think, that is the armature reaction. You know, for higher load current, more armature reactions are there in a DC machine. For higher load current, because if the load current is high, the armature MMF will be high. If the armature MMF is high, armature flux will be high. So there will be more distortion of the main field flux. Okay, so there will be more demagnetization in main field flux, because one of the adverse effect of armature reaction is the demagnetization of the main field. It try to demagnetize the main field. Main field bolte je main pole gulo amra diyechi, north pole, south pole, তাদের যে ফিল্ডটা রয়েছে, তাদের যে ফ্লাক্সটা রয়েছে, সেটাকে কমিয়ে দেয়. See, that is the one of the adverse effect of armature reaction we discussed in detail, isn't it? So if that is reduced, if the main flux is reduced, what are the thing that will change in this expression? Let me know. Okay, so I have already mentioned that due to armature reaction there will be some sort of, yes, yes, কেউ কিছু বলছো? আচ্ছা, আর্মেচার রিঅ্যাকশনের জন্য তাহলে কোনটা চেঞ্জ হবে? What will change due to the armature reaction?
EA.
Why EA will change? You are saying that due to armature reaction the EA will change. Why EA will change?
Because of the demagnetizing effect.
Because it is a proportional to flux. If flux is reduced due to the demagnetization effect of armature reaction, so EA will reduce. So if EA is reduced, then the I don't know what is the characteristic. So then at least this will not be a straight line, or there will be more drooping characteristics compared to what I have drawn. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if EA is reduced, VT will reduced further. Now if VT is reduced, then what about the field current? You see, the field current is again proportional to the VT. Got my point? So if EA is reduced, then the VT will reduce. If VT is reduced, IF will reduce further. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Then what will happen? There will be more distortion, because if the field current is reduced, the main field will be affected. What I was assuming that the main field flux is same, only the armature flux is increasing. Now here the armature flux is increasing, at the same time the main field flux is reducing. There is a reduction in main field flux because the field current itself is reducing. Okay, so there will be a deviation after a certain point, and it will be drooping like this. So this is the considering the armature reaction. Okay, so understood. So here twofold effects we are getting of the armature reaction. Twofold effect. Why? Firstly, that due to the increased armature current, more armature flux will be there, more demagnetizing effect will be there. At the result, as a result, you will have a reduction in the in the armature voltage EA. But again, as your terminal voltage also affected by that, the IF will reduce and the main field flux will be reduced. Okay. Now, so suppose around here we have some full load current. So the full load current, can you define full load current? Have you heard this term full load current? In transformer, at least you have heard the term full load current. Anyway, full load current is the current for which the machine has been designed. And that is the value which is written on the nameplate. It is also called the rated current. Okay, so the full load current and rated current. So full load current is around this. This value is called the full load current. So if we increase the armature current or the load current, suppose 3 to 4 times of the full load current, what happens? There is an unstable phenomena, and instead of increasing voltage, increasing load current, or it drops, the voltage drops faster way, and it becomes unstable, and at some point the voltage becomes 0, but still we have some load current present, and that is called the short circuit current. Okay, so that is called the short circuit of the armature. Okay, so this total thing an unstable thing. And it happens if we increase the load current around 3 to 4 times of the full load current. Okay, then suddenly armature voltage start decreasing faster way. Okay, because there is a huge amount of demagnetization effect of the field of the generator. Okay, and drastically the field current is reduced, and finally the voltage of the armature becomes 0. But there is still some current, and which is called the it may be, sometimes it may be less than the full load current, or sometimes it may be more than the full load current. That depends on the characteristics of the generator, the parameters of the generator. Okay, so that is called the short circuit of the armature. Because you see why it is called the short circuit, can you tell me?
Because practically where the load is connected, that is short circuited. So
Huh?
IA is very high.
No, sir. VT is equal to 0. That's why it
Correct.
is circuit.
It is called the short circuit because here the VT is 0. The voltage becomes 0. Okay, and the short circuit, this thing you can estimate by your machine parameter. Is VT is the rated voltage, and RA is the armature resistance. If we divide VT by RA, you can get the short circuit current. But one question is very important here, and that is generally we ask in question papers, that sometimes it is mentioned that the gradual short circuit is allowed, but not the sudden short circuit. For this case, for DC generator or DC shunt generator, we can allow some gradual short circuit, but not the sudden short circuit. Okay, now this gradual short circuit means the same thing. Suppose we are increasing the load current gradually. Okay, let us say the full load current is 100 ampere. Okay, so we have started with 10 ampere, 20 ampere, 30 ampere. So 100 ampere we have exceeded. Then 200 ampere also we have exceeded. Then 300 ampere. Then if we try to exceed 300 ampere, then sudden decrease in voltage, or sharp decrease in voltage is there, and that is the unstable phenomenon. And suddenly it becomes short circuited, and the current becomes let us say 120 ampere, 150 ampere, where your rated current is let us say 100 ampere. So your machine can withstand that, because 20% to 50% tolerance is always there. Okay, so that is called the gradual short circuit. But why not? Why the sudden short circuit is not allowed? Okay, have you understood the point? The gradual short circuit. Understood gradual short circuit, this point? Okay, so now why the sudden short circuit is not allowed, that I will explain. Now you see, if we short the armature suddenly, what happens? Your terminal voltage becomes 0 suddenly. Okay, so the VT becomes 0. Okay, what about the field flux? If VT becomes 0, what should be the field flux?
0.
Because why
It's a
0?
zero.
Because
IF is equal to 0.
correct. So IF equals to 0, therefore phi becomes 0. But you see, suppose this is a field coil. Okay, and previously there was some current flowing IF. Okay, suppose IF is 2 ampere. This is very small percentage of the full load current, 100 ampere. Suppose it's a 2 ampere or 5 ampere. Okay, suddenly you have made it short. There was no voltage, so suddenly that there will be sharp decrease in field current. But you see, it is basically a coil. Now, what are the coils generally? What are the parameters generally a coil has? Only the field. Yes.
Inductance.
So that means, apart from resistance, which we are generally consider for DC machine because it's a DC, there is no effect of inductance. But here we have to consider the effect of inductance, because here we are doing some sudden thing. There is sudden change. And you know that inductance by its property always opposes this sudden change in current. So that is the property of inductance. How it opposes? It induces a voltage across itself, and that voltage is LF di dt. Am I right? বুঝতে পারছো? মানে যে কারেন্টটা এখানে যাচ্ছিল, সেই কারেন্টটা তুমি যদি সাডেনলি বন্ধ করে দাও, ও কি করবে? ও নিজের অ্যাক্রসে একটা ভোল্টেজ তৈরি করবে। It will induce a voltage across itself. Got it? So that means, and that is due to the stored energy in the inductor. You know, the inductor, when it is carrying some current, it is stored some energy, and that is half Li square. Am I right? Now, inductor needs some time to dissipate that energy. Suddenly, it cannot dissipate the energy. It will take some time. So there is always some delay provided by the inductor, and that I've also discussed during the commutation. Just a minute. Okay. Acha. Then what happens if there is some uh, current still exists in the field circuit? Then there is some amount of flux also exists in the field current. The field flux cannot be zero suddenly, unlike the gradual short circuit. In case of sudden short circuit, the field current would not be zero suddenly, and therefore you will have some finite flux. The flux will not be exactly zero suddenly. Okay, now this flux, which is still present in the field circuit, what will happen due to that? কি হবে তার জন্য বলো? Because still your the machine also rotating. Remember, the machine is also rotating. So armature conductor can link this flux, and it will give rise to some rotational voltage or rotational EMF. Okay, বুঝতে পেরেছো? তাহলে তখনও কিছুটা ভোল্টেজ কিন্তু তৈরি হবে ডিউ টু দিস চেঞ্জ। Okay, so due to this flux. Okay, so that is one thing. Another thing is, so that means there is some finite flux, so therefore we are getting some rotational EMF. So in case of gradual short circuit, the value voltage can be zero, but here the voltage is, though the voltage is zero, there will be some sort of flux, so therefore there will be some rotational EMF, and that will increase your this short circuit current. One more thing is there. I have already mentioned here that inductor will take some time. Inductor current will take some time to be zero. Okay. Now, if the inductor current changes, what happens? We'll get this voltage. And what is this voltage called? Is it rotational EMF?
Transformer EMF.
So this is transformer EMF that I have also discussed previous classes. So this transformer EMF. So that means both rotational EMF and transformer EMF will be present during this sudden short circuit, and that give rise to the short circuit current. So here the short circuit current will be quite high compared to the current short circuit current in case of gradual short circuit. So therefore, sudden short circuit is not allowed. There is every possibility of damaging the armature coil. Understood? So twofold effects again here we have. That is, one is the rotational EMF due to the presence of small flux in the field circuit. Another thing, that current in the inductor is decay in nature, and due to the decay in current, due to the change in current, there will be a transformer EMF as well, which is DIFDT. Okay, so due to these two voltages, you will be having more current compared to the original or estimated short circuit current VT by RA. Okay, understood? So therefore the sudden short circuit is not allowed. Anyway, so next, so we have understood what is the external characteristics of DC shunt generator. So this is the characteristics I have drawn here by this brown colored line that is used for the DC shunt generator. Now, if I go for the DC series generator, what we should have? The characteristics. Anyone? আমরা যদি ডিসি সিরিজ জেনারেটরের ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্সটা ড্র করতে চাই তাহলে কি রকম হবে? What should be the starting point? Okay. বলতে পারবে কেউ? What will be the starting point at least that you say? Here we have
স্যার
started.
হবে
Huh?
স্যার
Now you just tell me what is this EA0 I have written in this card?
ওটা
Whether-
EA প্লাস IF আরে
No. Whether it has any relation to this open circuit characteristic. So EA0 basically this point where your open circuit characteristics curve intercept the field resistance line. You see, that is the open circuit voltage and no load voltage. Here, what is the no load voltage? This is the no load voltage because here your IL equals to 0. Am I right? So that is the EA0 here. So that is the starting point. So open circuit stable voltage point is the starting point of the external characteristics. Okay, so try to remember this. The stable voltage point of open circuit characteristics is the starting point of external characteristics. Now you tell me what will be the external characteristics for DC series generator. Follow. What is the EA0 in case of DC series generator? No load voltage for DC series generator. Follow?
Zero, sir.
Correct. So for DC series generator, it is always 0. So the curves will start from 0 itself. Because you just think if there is no load current, there will be no armature current, there will be no field current, because here all the currents are same. For DC series motor, all the currents are same because all are connected in series. Isn't it? Think about the DC series motor. So here you have the field, okay, and here you have the armature. So all are connected in series. So if there is no load, so the field current also will be 0 and the voltage also will be 0. As simple as that. Okay, so that means it will start from 0. Then how it will increase? So it will increase the similar way that you have the open circuit characteristic. But the problem is again for higher value of this load current, you will have a deviation, and so therefore you will have a drooping characteristics when it will reach a certain load. So this is the series characteristic. Is it okay? Now come to the
Yes, sir.
compound generator. What is compound generator? What do we get for the compound generator? Compound generator is basically a mixture of series and shunt flux or series and shunt field, isn't it? And the characteristics totally depend on how much share is there for series and how much share is there for shunt. Series কতটা contribute করছে শান্ট কতটা কন্ট্রিবিউট করছে তার উপর ডিপেন্ড করবে কম্পাউন্ডের ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক। বুঝতে পেরেছো? বাট ওয়ান থিং ইজ শিওর দ্যাট ইউ সি at the beginning it will start from which point for shunt motor? Sorry, shunt generator. What is the starting point for shunt generator?
EA 0.
EA 0, because there the load current is 0, you don't have any contribution for the series field at that point. 0 তে load current 0 তে series field এর তো কোনো contribution নেই, সেই জন্য shunt field এর যে starting point সেটাই compound excitation machine এর starting point হবে। But then what will happen? Whatever the contribution of series and shunt field, it will slightly increase because initially there is a sharp increase in the series field. Am I right? Whatever the contribution. Okay, so there will be sudden increase in that, and then it will decrease as per the characteristics of series and shunt. Okay, so that is the characteristics of your compound machine. Now you see there can be a different, okay, so that is correct, but what I have done here, I have added these two, isn't it? So another compound machine is there, which is called the differential compound. In case of differential compound, what type of characteristics we should, whether we get the similar characteristics as the blue line or different characteristics. For differential compound, we'll get steel doping characteristics, even more drooping than your shunt. So this is your differential compound, because here the flux are cancelling each other, and this is the cumulative compound. Okay, and shunt already I have mentioned, this is the shunt. Okay, now in cumulative compound we may have three types of compound. What are those? We just call them just similar to the commutation process. Here we have under compound, level compound, and over compound. What is that? Now you see, if we see the blue line, so suppose this is the line of EA 0. Okay, and suppose here you have the full load current IA full load. Okay, so blue lines টা কিরকম ভাবে আমি ড্র করেছি দেখে নাও, আমি এখানে বড় করে আঁকছি, এইরকম ভাবে রয়েছে, isn't it? Okay, now depending on the share of this series and shunt, it may also happen like this, or it can be like this. Have you understood the difference here? So all are cumulative compound only I am drawing here. All are cumulative compound generators external characteristics. But what are the changes? Here you see for the line, the middle one, here you see the full load voltage, the voltage over here, voltage at the full load is equals to the voltage at the no load. Where it started, it matches at the full load. So this type of characteristics is called the level compound. Now in the second case, in the bottom one, here the curve is such that at the full load you are getting a voltage quite less than the no load voltage. Here the voltage is less at the full load is less than the no load voltage. So where the full load voltage is less than the no load voltage, we call it under compound. And this one where the full load voltage is more than the no load voltage, we call it over compound. Okay, understood? So all are cumulative compound only, but depending on the share of series and shunt field, we can have a different characteristic. Here, any question further? So far, any question? Okay, so I
Sir,
will.
what does it mean to be over compound?
Over
under
compound
compound?
means over compound means that is the definition where I am getting a full load voltage more than the no load voltage. Okay, so generally what is done actually the machine generally supposed to run near the full load condition. Okay, now what would you expect at the full load condition? The voltage will not vary that much. তাই তো আমরা চাইবো, আমি জানি আগে থেকে যে আমার মেশিনটা ফুল লোডের কাছাকাছি চলবে, তাহলে আমি চাইবো সাপোজ আ মেশিন আই হ্যাভ বট is a 110 volt machine. It will generate 110 volt. Now suppose this 110 volt is your it is no load voltage EA. Okay, so I want that it should not deviate too much from this 110 volt at full load. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now if I get less than that, then it will be called the under compound. If it gives more than that, then it will be called a over compound. বুঝতে পেরেছো? Okay, and this change is basically called the voltage regulation. That also you have studied in transformer, isn't it? So the voltage we are getting at some full load and the voltage we are getting at no load divided by the full load voltage. We can write also VTFL. So this is basically a voltage drop. In the numerator, what we have is basically a voltage drop. Okay, and this is called the voltage regulation of a machine. Machine can be a transformer or a DC machine or any other machine, any other generator, where the output is electrical. Okay, so in the numerator we have the full load voltage or voltage can be any load. So this is the full load voltage regulation. Remember, so this is not the definition of voltage regulation. Voltage regulation is applied for any load. The definition of voltage regulation is applied for any load. When we are using the full load voltage in the expression, that is the definition of full load voltage regulation. In transformer also you try to remember that. Transformer can run at any load. At any load, it can have some voltage drop in itself. And if that voltage drop is expressed per unit or percent, that is called the per unit voltage regulation or percent voltage regulation. Okay, if that voltage drop is measured at a full load condition, then it is called the full load voltage regulation per unit or percent full load voltage regulation. Okay, so this is the per unit, and if we multiply by 100, then it is called the percent voltage regulation. Now we want a minimum voltage regulation. Okay, so the less voltage regulation is good for us, good for the consumers, because voltage regulation is a measure of voltage drop. We don't expect a quite high voltage drop. Got my point? So level compound is giving you zero voltage regulation. Okay, under compound is giving you positive voltage regulation, but finite positive voltage regulation. And over compound is giving you negative voltage regulation. In case of transformer, if you have a leading power factor load, like the capacitive load, then we get a negative voltage regulation. There the voltage at the terminal increases from its no load value. বেড়ে যায়, উল্টে কমার জায়গায় ওটা বেড়ে যায়, ভোল্টেজ ড্রপ হয়ে কমার কথা কিন্তু উল্টে বেড়ে যায়, তাই তো? সেটাকে আমরা নেগেটিভ ভোল্টেজ রেগুলেশন বলে থাকি। তো এখানেও the negative voltage regulation is possible only in case of over compound generator, not for any other type of generator. Only for over compound generator we can have some negative voltage regulation. Now you have understood the point.
Yes, sir. মানে স্যার লোড বাড়াবো আমার ইয়ে বেড়ে যাবে।
হ্যাঁ, ইয়ে বাড়বে না,
অদ্ভুত।
ইয়ে বাড়ছে না, টার্মিনাল ভোল্টেজটা বেড়ে যাচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ, এটাই তো অদ্ভুত। তো ট্রান্সফরমারেও হয়, অল্টারনেটরেও হয়, ডিসি মেশিন, ডিসি জেনারেটরেও হয়, সব মেশিনেই হয়। তার কারণ হচ্ছে দিস থিংস আর নট লিনিয়ার। মানে আমরা তো ওহমিক ড্রপটা শুধু ধরছি না এখানে। ইন কেস অফ এসি মেশিন, দিস ইজ আ ডিসি মেশিন, দিস ইজ অ্যামেজিং ফর ডিসি মেশিন। এসি মেশিনে একটা জিনিস আছে, সেটা হচ্ছে রিঅ্যাক্টেন্স। সেই রিঅ্যাক্টেন্স ভোল্টেজটাকে বুস্ট করে দেয়, কিন্তু এখানে তো রিঅ্যাক্টেন্সও নেই, তাতেও কি করে ভোল্টেজটা বেড়ে যাচ্ছে? তার কারণ হচ্ছে এখানে সিরিজ ফিল্ডটা যদি বেশি থাকে, সিরিজ ফিল্ড যদি বেশি কন্ট্রিবিউট করে, যেহেতু সিরিজ ফিল্ডের এই ইনিশিয়ালি জিনিসটা উঠে যাচ্ছে অনেকটা, তো কি হয়, ও ভোল্টেজটাকে বাড়িয়ে দেয়। আর্মেচার রিঅ্যাকশন হয়তো ততটা কমাতে পারলো না, সিরিজ ফিল্ডের জন্য যতটা বেড়ে গেল। সেই জন্য তোমার ফুল লোডের ভোল্টেজটা নো লোডের চেয়েও বেশি হয়ে যেতে পারে। Okay, understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so the application I am not discussing today because I am more focused with the upcoming class test. So, did I discuss any problem? Or did I give you any problem sheet? কোনো প্রবলেম দিয়েছি তোমাদের আমি? না, বলো তাড়াতাড়ি বলো, না দিলে যদি না দিয়ে থাকি তাহলে আমাকে দিতে হবে প্রবলেম শিট।
No, sir, you have not given.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not, sir, Patan.
Okay, then let me see whether I have any problem sheet of this. One problem I can discuss today itself. But তোমরাও কেউ বলনি আমাকে। That is one more thing. ওকে, তোমাদের এমনি তোমরা প্রবলেম করেছো কোন বই থেকে? নিশ্চয়ই তোমরা প্রবলেম করেছো। প্রবলেম না করলে কিন্তু উইল বি ইন ট্রাবল। মানে এই দুদিনে কিন্তু আর প্রবলেম তোমাদের বেশি একটা করার সুযোগ পাবে না। একটা খুব কমন কোশ্চেন আমি আজকে একটু ডিসকাস করি, যেহেতু আমি প্রবলেম খুব একটা ডিসকাস করিনি, বিকজ দ্য সিলেবাস ইজ হিউজ। As I have mentioned that at least 4 more classes I'll be required to complete the syllabus. I don't know whether I will have this. Okay, so one problem I will discuss today, a shunt generator, a shunt machine rather, connected to a 250 volt mains. Okay, as an armature resistance including brushes. Achha, one thing I have not mentioned, I think. So here the expression in some books you will find that there is some voltage drop. So this 1 volt voltage drop is called the brush voltage drop. ব্রাশের জন্য একটা ভোল্টেজ ড্রপ হয়, বুঝতে পেরেছো? সেইটা আমরা অনেক সময় মেনশন করি, অনেক সময় করি না। অনেক সময় ইনক্লুডিং ভোল্টেজ ড্রপ মেনশন করা থাকে আর ইনক্লুডিং দাশ মেনশন করা থাকে। All you note down the problem first, I will ask you. Okay, so here the question is, a shunt machine connected to 250 volt mains has an armature resistance of, including brushes, of 0.12 ohm, and the resistance of the field circuit is 100 ohm. Find the ratio of speed as generator to the speed as motor. The line current in each case being 80 ampere. That means the same machine, it is running as a generator and as a motor, because it's basically a machine. If you want to run it as a generator, you can run as a generator or you can run as a motor. So here we are expecting both the operation, both generator and motor, but the machine parameter will not change, not even the current. Current also will not change. Here you see at the end it is mentioned that current from the line, it is 80 ampere. So that means IL is both the cases, IL is 80 ampere. Field resistance is 0.12 ohm, field resistance is 100 ohm, and armature resistance is 0.12 ohm. Okay. Can you solve this problem? It's a very common problem for DC machine. You need only that expression Vt equals to EB, or Vt equals to EA minus IARA, Vt equals to EB plus IARA for J motor. So I think you know this expression. And this is for generator, and for motor Vt equals to EB, or same EA also you can write EA plus IR. So it is for motor that voltage is called the back EMF. The EA for motor, it is called the back EMF. And one more thing, you know that the expression of EA is some constant into phi into omega. Or you can write J by A P phi A, whatever you can write. Okay, can you solve it?
Sir,
What is the technique? How should we proceed?
স্যার ফার্স্টে ওই মানে আপনার আর ওই ফিল্ড কারেন্টটা বেরিয়ে যাবে ওই ফিল্ড রেজিস্ট্যান্স থেকে।
Field current I will determine. What will the voltage I should take? The
250
line
মানে
line
250
voltage.
by 100
So the field current is 2.5 ampere, both the cases, for generator as well as for motor. But the thing is, we have to understand that what is the direction of field current in case of generator and motor. For generator, it will be subtracted from the armature current. Okay. And for motor, it will be added with the armature current. Sorry, it will be subtracted from the line current. Okay. So what is the line current for motor? মোটরের লাইন কারেন্টটা কি হয়? বলো। So this is the line current for
IA plus
motor.
I, হ্যাঁ।
And for generator এর লাইন কারেন্টটা কি হয়? একটু আগে যে জেনারেটরের
IA minus IF.
IA minus IF. Okay. So from this expression, you can find out the armature current in both the cases. You find out armature current here, and you find out armature current over here quickly. Because field current you know, line current you know. So the line current also you know 80 ampere, field current you know 2.5 ampere. So both the cases you try to find out the armature current for motor and for generator. Quick.
স্যার মোটরে আসছে 77.5 অ্যাম্পিয়ার।
77.5.
হ্যাঁ,
Here.
ওটা 2.5 মাইনাস করে, ওটা 82.5 হবে।
Okay. Now, what will be the VT for motor? VT you know 250 volts. So what will be the EA for motor?
ওটা মাইনাস করতে হবে, মানে 250 মাইনাস ওই 77.5 ইন্টু 0.12।
I will ask you randomly, don't worry. All you just work out this problem. Just a minute. Ishita Bhattacharya.
Yes, sir, doing.
How you are doing? What is EA for the motor you are getting? What should I write here? Expression
250 minus 77.5 into 0.12.
and for generator quickly
250 plus 82.5 into 0.12.
all you calculate quickly both the EA values. I can hear the sound of calculator, but when I have mentioned that I will ask question, suddenly there is a sudden short circuit. Suddenly 9 participants left from my classroom. So this is called the sudden short circuit, and that is not allowed. Okay, you see, we started with 30, 31. Just 5 minutes back also, before this numerical problem also, we had 28, 29. Now we have only 19, 18 participants, excluding me in this class. So this is called the sudden short circuit. Okay, you try. I was taking a call. হয়েছে? বলো ইয়েটা কত বেরোচ্ছে এখানে? In case of motor,
Sir,
240.7.
247.7.
and for generator,
Sir, 259.9.
okay. And what should I do next? Isn't it? So this constant will be same. Only this will change. Can I cut the flux value? Flux valueটাকে আমি কেটে দিতে পারি?
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
Why?
কারণ স্যার IF
Correct.
সমান
আর বলতে হবে না। Because the IF is same for both that I have already mentioned in the problem. This is the noise coming from my laptop fan. Don't worry. So what is this value coming? Follow. কত আসছে?
So 1.07.
79.
So 1.07.
হ্যাঁ স্যার ওটাই আসছে।
7 বললে তো হবে না। যদি 7 বলতে হয় তাহলে 8 বলতে হবে। বুঝতে পেরেছো? তুমি যদি 7 অব্দি approximate করো then it will be 8. আর যদি থার্ড ডিজিট approximate করো then it will be 7, 9. Anyway, so this is the answer. Yeah. So this is very common questions. Already in GATE exam, these questions already came, and this problem is taken from the book by N.N. Parker Smith. Okay, so very simple problem. It takes very less time, so therefore I have discussed in this class. So what I will do after this class, I will send you a problem sheet on DC machine. A very few problems though mentioned there, but you try to solve those problems. At least some problems you can have in your hand. Okay, this type of problem you can expect in exams, not very tough problems. And also there will be different MCQs, different justification questions in the test. Okay, so from the next I will not extend the class for today. You need some time to practice. If the syllabus is increased, then you will be in trouble. And then from the next class I will start discussing the motor, DC motor. The DC generator I have already discussed. Then from the next class I will discuss DC motors. Then we have two more topics left. One is the test of DC machines, and there is some applications of DC machines. So thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
And বলো।
Sir, BL3 যে ভলিউম 2 থেকে মেশিনের পার্টটা করতে পারবো?
আমি মেশিনের জন্য একটা বই সাজেস্ট করেছিলাম, এবার তোমাদের এতেও রয়েছে। বিএল থেরেজাটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি যারা মেশিনটা খুব অল্প দিনের জন্য পড়ে তাদের জন্য। হ্যাঁ, যেমন নন ডিপার্টমেন্টাল যাদের থাকে, হ্যাঁ, ধরো ইলেকট্রনিক্স, কম্পিউটার, মেটালার্জি, প্রোডাকশন, কম্পিউটার সায়েন্স, সবারই তো ইলেকট্রিক্যাল টেকনোলজি থাকে, বেসিক ইলেকট্রিক্যাল ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং। তাদের জন্য ঠিক আছে, বিএল থ্রেজা, একে থ্রেজা ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু আমরা তো ইলেকট্রিক্যাল পড়ি, ইলেকট্রিক্যালেই আমরা স্পেশালাইজ করছি, তাই না? তো আমাদের জন্য একটু বেটার বুক, হ্যাঁ, যেমন প্লেটন হ্যানককের বই, হ্যাঁ, বা লিস্ট যদি ইন্ডিয়ান অথরই পড়তে হয় সেক্ষেত্রে পিএস ভীমরার বইটা, সেখানে অনেক প্রবলেম আছে। সুতরাং আমি বলবো যে অ্যাজ এ টেক্সট বুক তোমরা পিএস ভীমরাটা অন্তত কনসাল্ট করতে পারো, অথবা নাগরাথ কোঠারি। হ্যাঁ, ইন্ডিয়ান বুকস গুলোর মধ্যে এই দুটো বই একটু বেটার, নাগরাথ কোঠারির যে মেশিন বইটা আছে, আর না হলে ইলেকট্রিক্যাল মেশিনারি বাই পিএস ভীমরা, খান্না পাবলিশার্স। এই দুটো বই তোমরা কনসাল্ট করতে পারো। এই বইগুলো
স্যার বলছি,
সোজা বই।
স্যার বলছি না, মানে পিএস বিমলাটা আপনি সেকেন্ড প্রেফারেন্স দিচ্ছেন? মানে যেহেতু আমি পিএস বিমলা ফলো করি সেই জন্য বলছি না,
না
মানে
না না
নাগরাথ
sir,
কোঠারি ফলো করবো তাহলে?
না 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 না, আমি সেকেন্ড প্রেফারেন্সের কথা বলছি না, তুমি টোটাল টেক্সট বই হিসেবে পিএস ভীমরাটাই দেখতে পারো। পিএস ভীমরাতে একটা অসুবিধা যেটা আছে, পিএস ভীমরাতে কনস্ট্রাকশনাল ডিটেলসটা নেই, কনস্ট্রাকশন গুলো ওখানে ডিটেলস নেই, বোথ ইন ট্রান্সফরমার অ্যান্ড ডিসি মেশিন। সেক্ষেত্রে তোমাকে ক্লাস নোটসটাই ফলো করতে হবে, বা ক্লাসে ডিসকাশন, ক্লাস ভিডিও গুলোকেই রেফার করতে হবে। আর যদি কনস্ট্রাকশন পড়তে হয় তাহলে অন্য বই আছে তার জন্য। এর সিলেবাসটা, আমাদের সিলেবাসের লাস্টে দেখবে বইয়ের একটা লিস্ট থাকে, বিবলিওগ্রাফি, ওখানে একটা রেফারেন্স বুকের ওখানে মেনশন করা থাকে, ওই বইগুলো দেখতে হবে। আর আদারওয়াইজ যদি সময় না থাকে ক্লাস নোটটার উপর বেস করতে হবে, কেননা ভীমরাতে কনস্ট্রাকশন, থেরেজাতে আছে কিনা জানি না, থাকলেও খুব কম আছে। থেরেজাতে মনে হয় আছে কনস্ট্রাকশন, কিন্তু খুব কম আছে। হ্যাঁ, কনস্ট্রাকশনটা যতদূর মনে পড়ছে, আমি একটা ক্লাসে তোমাদের ছবি দিয়ে ডিটেলস পার্ট গুলো বলে, কার কি মেটেরিয়াল, একটা ক্লাসে ডিটেইলে ডিসকাশন করে দিচ্ছি। ওকে, যাই হোক, তাহলে পিএস ভীমরাটা তোমরা টেক্সট বুক হিসেবে রাখতেই পারো, ভালো বই। নাগরত কোঠারিও ভালো, দুটোই ভালো, কোনোটাই খারাপ না। তবে থেরেজার বইটা আমাদের জন্য, নন ডিপার্টমেন্টালের জন্য ভালো। থেরেজা বইতে বেশ কিছু ভুল আছে কয়েকটা জায়গায়, এই আর কি। হয়তো খুব ফান্ডামেন্টাল জায়গায় ভুল না, হয়তো প্রিন্টিং মিস্টেকস বা অন্য কোনো ধরনের ভুল হতে পারে, কিন্তু ভুল আছে। ইমরাতেও ভুল নেই তা নয়, কিন্তু সেই ভুলগুলো তোমাদের চোখে আসবে।
ঠিক আছে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ
ওকে,
স্যার।
থ্যাংক ইউ। তাহলে আমি
থ্যাংক
আজকে
ইউ স্যার।
ক্লাস এন্ড করছি এখানে। থ্যাংক ইউ। প্রিপেয়ার ফর দ্য ক্লাস টেস্ট and ask your all friends. If you think they're your friends, you ask them to prepare for the class test. If they think that they will manage somehow, they will be in trouble. You just try to warn them. Thank you very much and good night.